fact, tens of thousands of people are raped in Britain every year, with women twice as likely to be affected, but many never feel able to speak out.
Well, a new scheme from the campaign group Enough, co-founded by a woman from Northamptonshire, has been handing out DNA kits, which they say offer survivors a way to hold on to evidence until they're ready to go to the police.
Well, while the NHS and rape crisis say the police should always be the first port of call, supporters say it gives some control to victims not yet ready to come forward. Sophie Wiggins reports.
In Cambridge, students are being introduced to a new approach to tackling sexual violence. Campaigners from Enough say less than 1% of rapists are convicted and only 1 in 6 survivors will come forward, something they believe their self-test DNA kits could change.
We started all of this work by speaking to survivors and asking them, if you didn't report, why was that and what do you wish was available to you? And we've built that. So it's a tool where you can anonymously report what's happened to you, and in doing so, you retain options for later.
The kits can help retain evidence for up to 20 years. Inside is a swab, instructions, and a vial of water. Users collect samples themselves, testing for sweat, semen, and saliva before sending it off to a lab.
Half of it is frozen, untested, and that's so that if you decide to report to the police later, they have an untested portion of DNA that they can run their own analysis on. And the other half of it is tested immediately, so that within 48 hours, you are given results to say there was 1 male profile, 1 female, whatever it is.
Campaigners say the first step is to go to the police or an NHS centre if you can, but that this provides a third option in the meantime. And with students being in a high-risk group for sexual assault, volunteers have come to gauge opinion.
If university have this, then it will make me feel safer. This provides, like an option of sort of like speaking up, even like afterwards, So I think, again, this is like a very powerful tool.
Members of the Cambridge University rugby team have also come to show their support.
I think it's a really great initiative and for a great cause. There's obviously a massive stigma around rape and the sort of taboo subject of coming forward after being the victim. And I think that being here today hopefully will inspire some people to have the confidence to go forward, and the kits that Enough are providing are really great to enable people to do that. So really proud to support that and think it's for such a great cause.
However, the approach isn't without criticism. Some question whether the results can be used as evidence in court.
And it can be admissible. That's been confirmed by leading barristers. Underwear can be admissible, tampons can be admissible for rape trials and previously convicted rapists. But it's also missing the point, because if we're debating admissibility, that's too late. That's after it's happened. And so it's about giving these things out in the first place, the social movement, the peer-to-peer education, the deterrence that is created through behaviour change. That's what really matters.
With most cases reported too late to gather forensic evidence, campaigners say giving people more time could help return power to survivors and ultimately make perpetrators think twice. Sophie Wiggins, ITV News, Cambridge.